Our next guest is going to help us get over something really big, and that's guilt. And she's here to talk about a topic a lot of couples don't really want to talk about. It's called financial infidelity. That's right. Attorney Ann-Margaret Carrozza is here. Welcome. First of all, nice to have you. But what exactly is financial infidelity?
It's financial dishonesty, and an estimated 7 million Americans are keeping financial secrets from their spouse or partner. This can be a secret bank account, a secret credit card, and I'm going to give you some clues to be on the lookout for.
All right, we're going to jump right into this. According to our next guest, 1 in 5 Americans are financially unfaithful and have hidden a purchase of more than $500 or more from their significant other. You're going to help spot the warning signs, and doing that is attorney Ann-Margaret Carrozza. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
We're going to get into this because this set off a firestorm around here. First of all, give us a little bit of your credentials, your background.
I'm an estate planning attorney, and I work with couples on prenuptial, postnuptial, and cohabitation agreements. I call all of them love contracts because we want to emphasize that financial difficulties between couples should be based on a foundation of love and respect.
And trust.
Nice.
Yes.
Tell us what financial infidelity means.
It's financial untruthfulness. Anytime we have secret spending or secret saving. I can have a partner who's buying assets in someone else's name without my knowledge. He may be helping adult children from a prior marriage. Any financial activities that are compromising our joint financial future is infidelity.
I said at the top, getting into this, spot those warning signs. What are we looking for? What are those signs?
The number one clue is going to be a post office box key. If I don't know that my partner has a post office box, there's something going on in all likelihood. Beyond that, we want to look at credit card statements. We want to look at our credit scores once a year. And we're in tax season right now. We really want to look at that tax return.
Why?
Because
Why the tax return?
Aside and apart from telling us about financial untruthfulness, we could be exposed to criminal sanctions. Look at Teresa Giudice, the Real Housewife, who is now in prison because she claimed she signed something without looking at it. You can't do that. The judge said you were either in on the wrongdoing or you should have known. End of story.
Isn't there an innocent spouse law? What happened to that? Did it go out the window?
For all practical purposes, the judge is going to base the decision on would a reasonable person know. And this day and age, we expect both partners to be fully conversant with the finances.
Well, she's unreasonable. I'll tell you from the get-go. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. So with that said, now that we see the signs, we see that key, we see the tax situation, how do we confront them? Do we confront them? Do we? We have to, right?
We resist the impulse to do it in a negative, aggressive fashion.
Okay, that's not going to happen. So then what do we do?
That's not going to get us anywhere.
You've been betrayed, you're angry. So what is this?
But this is why the contract process is helpful, because it causes me first to step back and examine my own behavior. Have I ever been untruthful with financial matters? Oh, this stress, I've had it for ages. You know, we've all done that.
I understand your point there, but we're also talking about when people buy purchases like other mortgages, or they buy a boat, or they buy or gambling debts, or credit cards that they hide that they don't want their. It's almost like an obsession. It's not a small thing like shoes or Spanx.
No, so those are things that are going to compromise our joint financial future. So before confronting your partner, really try and step back and try and figure out, where is this coming from? We want to empathize with them, because money behaviors are just a symptom of a larger emotional issue. What was his financial childhood like? Were the parents squabbling over money? Were bill collectors calling? So when we're empathetic, we're going to sit down and have a more positive discussion.
Well, we've got a whole list of questions for you, but I want to jump in. I said something to you at the very top when I saw you at the beginning of the show. I said, you know, I don't understand it because I don't have a significant other to actually worry about, but I believe in just full disclosure. And do you remember what you called me?
Romantic.
Yeah. So why does that make me a romantic?
Because
if you go that way?
The reality is, 50% of all marriages are going to end in divorce. And when we look at second marriages, the statistics are closer to 60%.
Why?
So
What? I can't believe it. I'm
would be
sorry.
better.
No, I was just shocked at that statement. Please, go ahead.
It is shocking. So it is important to have these financial conversations and to be on the same page. You may have adult children from a prior marriage and you have an expectation that you're going to help them. Terrific, but let your new partner know all about that heading into the relationship.
Got it.
It doesn't cause friction and tension, right?
Okay.
Right. But could this happen in any kind of a relationship? I mean,
Yeah,
Just other than a marriage.
other than a marriage.
absolutely. Anytime you have love and money mixing, you can have an explosion. And I see it, I do a lot of elder law, I work with seniors, and I see adult children financially abusing their parents by misusing a power of attorney, by mortgaging the parent's house, selling the parent's house, transferring the parent's house into their own names. So this is very negative, and unfortunately it goes on a lot.
Was this learned the hard way for you?
Yeah, have you ever experienced financial infidelity? Let us turn the tables
You're in the
on
hot
you.
seat here now.
Yeah, well,
Right? Maybe you're in the wrong segment now.
About 5 years ago, our house was burglarized, and when the detectives came and they were taking a list of what was missing, my husband said to the detective, "Cash." Well, what kind of cash? He had $1,200 in his closet that I had no idea about it, and I was dumbfounded sitting there with the detective, and my husband is either a very nice guy or a quick thinker because he said, "That's for gifts. I was saving up for you for a gift."
Right.
So that may or may not be true. I've never gotten a gift in that price range. So.
But it could be. I mean, look, I guess if you want to buy somebody, if the gift is about a surprise, and if you see Neiman Marcus and blah blah blah, you're gonna see that.
Maybe.
What does it say? What's the bigger picture say? If someone is buying shoes or doing we talked a little bit about
Yeah, I
the
think,
infidelity part.
you know,
Is it
especially
cheating?
Especially as women, we've all been a little bit out of control, I think, with our spending and our finances at one point or another. I know in my 20s I was more than $10,000 in credit card debt. I had very nice clothes, mind you. But at a certain point, we just want to get a handle on it.
Is there a solution to that? How to avoid? I mean, you say this contract, but so fine, we've got a contract. That's only if you split, right?
No, the contract is like a mission statement or a joint goal-setting device. We each separately make our financial goals, and then we each ask ourselves, what can I do to get us there? Only then do we sit down with the other partner in this love contract and talk about that.
Yeah.
Would you take a marriage that's already existing, you know, not before and not after, and work with a couple to say, you know, hey, let's get our finances
do that all
together,
the
and we need
time.
somebody to step in?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you have two people, if you have two people pursuing a goal, you're going to get there more quickly. We see that with Weight Watchers or Overeaters Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous. A group pursuing a goal gets there more quickly.
And, you can go to Ann's website at elderlawattorney.com.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Margaret. Nice.